Hey guys, DJ here. Okay, I've been listening to the water's wet video for like the past few minutes, and I'm just kind of annoyed now. Like I literally I'm over listening to it, mainly because the only argument is to why water's not wet is if you pour more water, it's not wet. In actuality, nothing's naturally wet because everything, when you go down to the core of it, it's actually molecule. But once one molecule of water touches another molecule of water, technically they're both wet because they're both being saturated by water. That is what wetness is. Is water wet? Well, nothing's naturally wet. And if you say ice, well, guess what? Ice is water. It's just really fucking cold. It's like every time someone says, oh, water's not wet, and it's just like, they just shout like him in the video. It's just like, why? It's wet. It's wet. Dude, stop trying to argue. Oh, it's not wet because you have to pour more water. No, if you pour if molecules of water touch water, then they're wet. Because if you can see the amount of water there is, then it's definitely not an atom. And if it's more than a literal molecule of water, well, then that means it's wet because two molecules of water touching each other are saturated by water. And there's not an amount of wetness anyways. Like, oh, you're not making the ocean more wet. Well, no, but for the ocean to be there, all these water molecules have to be touching each other. So they all have to have wetness to them. They all have to be wet. It's so just... Like, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack from this conversation. Like, holy hell, if I hear one more person say, water's not wet, oh, I think I'm gonna slap them. I'm gonna slap them and say, give me a reason! Any reason to why it's not wet? Naturally, no. But in the sense of how that video was, water's not wet. In the sense of how that video was, I'm going to say, yes, it is wet in the situation you're thinking of. And when I stop talking about singular molecule of water, which was just created, which will most likely find another molecule of water, because if it's already in that type of environment, then more molecules of water will find each other, and then they'll all be wet off of each other's molecules. So, since wetness can't be measured in amount, it's either you are not wet, either you are not saturated by water. There's no in-betweens, which is good, because I'm really tired of these neutral people being like, maybe it's a little wet, or maybe it's, like, I don't care, but if you say, you can, now, say whatever you like in the comments. Either water's wet, can give me an argument, or water's not wet, give me an argument, or just say, you listen to this guy. Now, seriously, I can't care less about this situation. Like, it's so stupid. What even is the point of this conversation? Why is this guy thinking about it? He's not Jalen Smith. You're not making tweets about stuff. Hell, I think Jalen Smith would even say, oh, water is wet. Maybe he would. Maybe he wouldn't. Also, sorry for that accent. I'm so flabbergasted. And yes, I just used that word. All of you literature nerds out there, please give some love to that word. It's so good. It's the best word. It's literally better than this Christmas tree. It's better than that. It's better than those Christmas lights that they put up all across my apartment. It's awesome. So, by definition of the video, water is, in fact, wet. If you have a cup of water, all of those singular molecules are already wet. So, there you go. A reason to say water's wet. Nothing's naturally wet, though. So if you're trying to say, oh, well, maybe he's talking about the molecules of water. Well, no, he's actually specifically saying if you're adding water into the ocean, it's not getting more wet. If you're putting water in your shirt, oh, it's getting wet. Well, it's just the logic of it doesn't make sense. In this situation, yes, it is wet. Thank you guys for watching. hopefully you guys aren't bummed out by this. Goodbye.